What if, in the heart of Enford-on-Bagley, there was a village? Hiya, I'm Nee, and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be building another cottage in our village. Oh my god, I feel like it has been so long. I don't even know how to record anymore. This feels bizarre. Anyway, I'm gonna start by introducing our special characters today, and then I'll give you the scoop. I'll get you all the gossip on what has been going on. Anyway, today we have the lovely Shannon and Lewis Sheridan. Sorry, I just completely forgot their names there for a second. So I knew I wanted to bring in a postman, a post person. I don't know. He's just Royal Mail to me. Anyway, I knew I wanted to bring in a postman kind of character into our village, and I actually had these two characters in from the beginning. If you know, you know. If you've seen them in the pub, you have seen them before. But yeah, this is Lewis, and he's going to be the postman of this village, and honestly, it's just such a fun character. He's got the outgoing, good, and nosy traits, because he's a bit nosy. He's got some hidden secrets, and you'll know about it. And his lovely wife, Shannon, she's a bookworm and an art lover, but she hates children. They live just next door to our lovely family, the Hyde family. So the interactions are going to be very interesting. But anyway, let's get back into it quickly. So here we are. This is where we are going to be building today, right next to our yellow cottage. So this is very exciting. I'm actually starting out by mapping a little special place. This is actually partially inspired by a comment I got where someone asked to have a post office. And I was so excited because I really wanted to include one, but I didn't think it was possible. But this comment just gave me that little push. And I was like, I'm going to build one, even if it is in the back of our cottage, which is what I am doing. So we're going to have the cottage, the main home, and then in the back of it, we're going to have like a tiny little post office. I feel like a place like this does not need a big post office anyway. So anyway, this is it. So I played around trying to get a different stone, because if you guys remember in the last episode of the village series, I was not too happy about the stone, but actually I tried a couple of stones and just nothing was gelling with me. I just didn't like it. So I went back to the original stone on our yellow cottage. However, on this red cottage, I imagine that maybe this is a little bit older. Maybe this was like never really renovated or something like that, so I left it with this kind of darker brick, which I really like, and it's from the new kit. It's not new anymore, actually. It's from the Riviera kit. So yeah, we are building a red cottage today. I'm not sure if I've said that already. I feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour because I've not done a voiceover like this in so long. And yeah, I am currently working on building the home, so I'll give you guys a couple of updates of what has been going on. I am honestly so sorry. I've honestly missed being here and doing videos and chatting to you guys, but unfortunately everything just worked out a little bit funny over the past couple of weeks, and I've just not managed. It all started in the beginning of August, I think. We went for like a holiday, and then we had some guests stay over, just a guest actually, stay over for a while with us, and then we went out for my birthday, so we stayed a couple of days away. Birthday was on the 5th of September, and it was absolutely beautiful and magical. So we stayed away for a couple of days after that, and in total it was like a whole month of craziness and not being able to sit down and record. And then the moment I sat down and recorded, my computer broke. And it was just devastating. Honestly, I really was looking forward to sitting down, recording, finally having a good time. I had so many videos pre-recorded as well, like so many of them. And then the computer's just gone with all the footage and all the things in it. Hopefully it will be fine. It's already gone down to the shop. Hopefully it will be a quick fix. Probably an expensive one because it's an iMac, but oh well. What can we do? But here I am, trying to do this thing again, so hopefully it's gonna be great. About our characters today, getting back into The Sims. I just really wanted to have a postman, mailman, whatever you want to call them, in this village, and I wanted it to be a bit of a quirky character. So this is not your regular nice elderly postman, mailman, whatever. He's a bit nosy, but a little bit too much. In the cottage, we will actually be building a special office for this sim, and it will just be a little bit not that trustworthy, not that sincere. So I think that our postman Lewis has been reading everyone's letters, and this is what I'm going with. So he has a little secret office in which he brings all the letters and all the things, like the lost and found, for example, like anything that gets lost or that he grabs. He brings them up to the house and he just reads them and he just gets a kick out of it. So this is what I'm running with, and I love that little thing. We've got a little courtyard in the back, and I just wanted to include some rose bushes for Shannon. I thought it would just be a lovely touch. This is such a cute little cottage. Honestly, it was such a riot to build it because it was just so nice. It just felt very homely, very traditional, and it just felt like a grandmother's cottage. So I really, really like building this one. It's already all laid out for us, so we're swiftly going into furnishing it. Obviously, I wanted to include lots of fireplaces and wood burners. I just wanted it to feel quintessentially old and cozy and just nice. Tiny little TV, because of course they had to have a tiny little TV. We're gonna be very OT with all of the color schemes on this one. OTT, actually. Over the top. So yeah, it's gonna be very red and very like dark woods and dark tones, and we're running with it. I really had a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun also using some things from the For Rent expansion pack. Not expecting that, but some of like the older looking things, more ornate, they really fit it into this cottage. So yeah, had a great time using that. Honestly, it feels so surreal to be doing a voiceover again. It was like a weird month in which I felt like it was years of my life just going. And I felt like I hadn't done this in like at least 3 months, but hopefully I still got it. Hopefully you guys think that I still got it. It was also very important moving back into this build. It was also very important to me to have every place feel very closed off. I wanted this to follow like a traditional layout, so it's not open plan in the slightest, and every single corner feels very like almost small and cramped, but in a cozy kind of way. I initially went for the white walls, but I'm gonna change that as well. I just wanted everything to have a darker tone to it, and I wanted it to be, once again, more cozy, more homely, and I thought the white just wasn't gelling with me, and I wanted to keep the original brick on the outside as well. So yeah, that is what we're going with. Yeah, we are currently working on the living room, and I love that bookcase. That bookshelf is just so nice. It just absolutely brilliant, and it's so cluttered and filled with books. I feel like some of the recent bookshelves are just not got enough books, which is random to say, but it is very true. Oh, I love the paneling as well. So yeah, that was the living room, and we're swiftly moving along to the entrance hall. I wanted to once again have it feel very like old kind of thing. Oh, I love this little like dresser. It's not a dresser, it's like a whole table. Again, from the For Rent pack. It just, the For Rent pack was working somehow today. So yeah, not today. This was filmed like more than like 2 months ago now, probably. Oh god. I also wanted to have lots of pictures around. I imagine they might fill them with like, I don't know, mementos and like old pictures of them, because obviously this couple doesn't have children. As I've mentioned in the intro, I have made Shannon a hate children kind of trait thing. I didn't know how to phrase that, but oh well, I hope you have understood me. But yeah, I made her hate children, and I feel like she's just not a fan, which is very funny considering that she has the Hyde family as their neighbours, and they've got like 3 children. Is it 3? Yeah, it is. I feel like they probably just have a really funny kind of relationship and interaction. She probably can't stand them. Probably very grumpy, very grouchy, and just doesn't want to be around the children. So yeah, I imagine that this cottage has been with them for a long, long time, if they've gotten to enjoy it without, quote unquote, the burden of children. Not that I think children are a burden, but still. We are working on the kitchen that has a little dining moment as well. I love the cottage living little dining set. It is perfect. I've also wanted to go with a cottage living kitchen because all of this cottage living vibes just brings forth, again, cottage, yeah, and like a more traditional, darker, and still a little bit cutesy vibe, but also grandma, which it was important to include in this one. I also went for an older fridge because once again I'm trying to go for a theme, and I managed to use this bar back, and it just felt like that kind of piece that your grandmother has, that has all the cutlery, like the special cutlery and special like plates and stuff like that. I know my grandmother had one, and I remember being a child and just being fascinated by it, and all like the tea sets and all of it. I imagine that is all over that bar back. I go ahead and clutter it quite a bit in a minute. So yeah, I wanted that to look like proper grandmother, and I think it does look like it. Oh, I also imagine that Lewis likes fishing, so I included that little thing from, I think it's the Everyday Clutter Kit. Yes. Also going around and placing a couple of like gardening bits into the little courtyard, and now I'm finally going to clutter the kitchen. I knew they had to have a red kettle, and I love that kettle. I love that we have kettles in The Sims. Finally! How did we have a tea maker? What's a tea maker? You need a kettle, obviously. So yeah, we finally have the kettle, and I included the red kettle. So I thought it was just perfect. I love that little hen that has the eggs in it. Just lots of clutter from cottage living and probably Everyday Clutter Kit. A couple of for rent pieces as well. Yeah, we go for a couple of eclectic pieces today. A bit of everything. And that's the kitchen all done, and the bathrooms, I've also furnished them off camera as I usually do, but this is what the bathroom looks like. Also using a lot of for rent, so yeah, I had a blast with for rent today. I am going to be furnishing this little corner. I imagine that this is a place where Shannon can come and write or read a book, like something a bit more cozy and relaxed, and maybe a bit more quiet if Lewis is downstairs watching TV, something like that. I wanted her to have a little corner because obviously Lewis is going to have the office, so I also wanted her to have a place of her own, so that's what that was. We're moving along into the main bedroom now. I am once again using so much for rent. I did not remember how much I used it, but it is very fun to see how versatile some pieces are within the game, especially these ones, because they're all supposed to be more like South Pacific, Asian, something like that. I think so, yeah, for rent. But they also work so well as like an old traditional piece, and yeah, it just really gave a lot of personality to this bedroom, and I really enjoyed using it. I also added a little tiny TV into their bedroom because like I feel like that's such a grandmother, grandfather kind of thing, to have a tiny little TV in your bedroom. It's hilarious that I keep calling them grandparents, but they are not. Let it be known that Shannon is not a grandmother. She's no one's grandmother. Anyway, this is the little office I was mentioning. This is honestly my favorite room in the whole house. It is so good. I loved it. It's just there's something about an office that is just absolutely filled to the brim with books that makes me happy because I love books. So yeah, I was very happy cluttering it up. I also wanted it to look like he's been bringing in all of the mail in here before he delivers anything. So yeah, I wanted to bring all the letters in to have lots of letter clutter, as well as just papers overall, just things that he's been compiling and just been a bit sneaky about. Yeah, Louis, I feel, is like a really sneaky character. He's up to no good, but we love him for it. We do love him for it. Also, thank you so much if you stuck around until right now, because I feel like this is such a long one today, and I know that I haven't been around for a bit. But yeah, this is what the house actually looks like, our cottage, our red cottage. I adore this one, and also looking forward to the next ones because they're going to be very different. But yeah, this is the little post office. Oh my lord. I knew I wanted to use that red post box that we got in Debug from Cottage Living because that's just perfect. And I wanted it to look almost like a kiosk kind of moment. Just like a really tiny little thing that you can... Oh, I love those little bunting things. Just adorable. I clutter it up lots because it's very hard to make this feel like it is actually a post office. We don't really have that many pieces in game that will make us feel like this is a post office, like very clearly. So I wanted it to be very cluttered and make it feel like it is what it's supposed to be, even if it is just really pretend, because there's no like gameplay involved with this one, unfortunately. But it is so cool. It is a cool little place and it serves no purpose, but I think it just looks really nice in our village. And again, I just wanted to have a post office and this is really cool. And Lewis can come in here and sit down in a chair if he wants to. So yeah. Also, you guys, as usual, let me know if you have any suggestions of things that you want to see in our village. We are still not finished with it. I am so excited to be back and to be able to build more things for the village because I love this series and I want to continue it, and eventually I'm going to have to finish it as well. So yeah, leave your suggestions, your comments down below so I know what you guys want to see me building next. I'm trying to clutter it up as much as I can, filling the walls and everything with stuff that feels maybe a little bit more like business-like, like the fire extinguisher and things of the sort, like a little notice board. But yeah, wow, this is what it looks like, our little cottage home, our red cottage. I'm just adding a couple of last minute details, but yeah, this is our village so far. We don't have that much left to build, but actually it's gone by so fast. As usual, thank you for watching. Please leave your comments, subscribe, because that would really help me out a lot. Leave your likes as well, and as usual, thank you for watching and bye bye.